You want to see the aftermath of automation, AI, robots, and taking away people's real purposes, like real jobs that actually build things, create value. Let's check out Casey Putsch. I don't mind this guy. And yeah, all the toys you see, he built them all from Rex himself. And some of them he does for other people.
Everything's fake and gay.
And this home here is listed on Zillow for $5,800.
It has everything to do with bad leadership. The fact that the entirety of our government goes on 2- and 4-year cycles. We don't care.
It sure looks like the Democrats just keep everybody on their plantation to me. I'm Casey Putsch in Toledo, Ohio, running for the governor of Ohio. Both the Republican and Democrat Party have a lot of very stupid things about them. But today, we're going to talk about the Democrats. For instance, in this building right here is where Marcy Kapner's office is. She's a Democrat congresswoman, and the longest one for about 43 years. She's been in Congress nearly as long as I've been alive. In Toledo, Ohio. And the neighborhood of her office is nothing but crime. It's what happens to a post-industrialized city when all the jobs go away. How can you possibly work a job where you're supposed to care about your community and your people for over 4 decades and have it be a neighborhood that no one wants to go to? How is that? Because me as a Republican, from the outside looking in, it sure looks like the Democrats just keep everybody on their plantation to me. And I think that's revolting considering this county here, where the center of all this crime and depression is, our Democrat voting base. But there's something else insidious about this too. We're going to see. See, Toledo...
Oh, and by the way, he's no fan of Trump's either. He's only registered as a Republican. See, they kind of have this thing in America where they label themselves as one party or the other. I've never really understood that. I think there's a word for it, starts with R. Retarded. So, I mean, you know, two heads feed the same stomach, don't they?
100 years ago, and a little more, was wealthy, was industrialized, lots of natural gas, the ability to get to sea from this river through the Great Lakes, rail, everything. But the jobs went away. So all these beautiful mansions here that are in neighborhoods where the mansions are cheap, and the neighborhoods that no one wants to go because you can buy a house for $17,000 asking price. Because the jobs are gone. Why are they not coming back? You see, me, I'd like to build a car company. Even build a car gets over 100 miles a gallon myself. I'd like to build a watch company. I could do that. We got tariffs on watch parts coming from Switzerland. But where's the incentive to build new manufacturing here? And why doesn't investment groups in manufacturing want to come to Ohio? But I'll say the scary thing too. The Republicans are completely selling out to the globalist tech bros. The guys that want to bring all the data centers. The guys that want unregulated AI for 10 years. Donald was sticking that in the big beautiful bill. And when it didn't pass, then he made an executive mandate. Unregulated AI for 10 years. AI will destroy half of all white-collar jobs within just a few. So Toledo, Ohio is struggling with the neighborhoods we're about to go into. What happens when all America has no jobs? All the white-collar jobs are gone. And everybody's neighborhood is like the inner city of Toledo. I'm pretty sick of both the Republican and the Democrat Party. And I'm pretty sick of voting sea hags like that being in for 4 decades. When the only time I've ever seen her on video saying, we need to get military-grade weapons off our streets.
Weapons of war have no place on the streets of America. An experienced Ohio sheriff says it well. Assault weapons and large capacity magazines should only be utilized by the military and law enforcement.
Okay. This is assault weapon shit. Assault weapon. Assault weapon. Assault weapon. Assault weapon. Assault weapon. It's ridiculous. Seriously. Assault weapon. Assault weapon. All within my reach. Oh yeah, and I wouldn't want to get hit with that book either.
Yeah, or you could bring back jobs and fix the community at the root, but that's probably too hard to do. Besides, don't worry about military-grade weapons in Marcy. My stuff's way nicer than that. Unfortunately, I'm a Republican, and I appreciate and will uphold the Second Amendment, because today, to go into your neighborhood, I'm gonna need it.
We all stroll past the truth in flames. Watch the feed like it's just a game. Change the angle, hide the frame. Truth still truth, don't need a name. Algorithms rinse the scene.
Jeez, I nearly crashed the car, Vic. Hate it when I do that. When you're a driver, that puts you right off, like a driver. I'm on top of the house. Shit out.
Truth ain't fake, just inconvenient. So they branded toxic, label it deviant.
That's what all of our neighbourhoods are going to end up looking like when everybody gets shuffled off into 15-minute digital smart cities. All of that will be left to rot. All private ownership gone. You won't own nothing. You own nothing and you'll be brain dead.
Yeah, facts too loud, now facts get flagged. Malinformation, truth they gag. Can't unsee what's already known, so they nix the feed and scrub your phone. It ain't a lie, it's worse than that. And it's a trap.
So I'm like a block east of LaGrange Street, Toledo, over on Weber. And this home here is listed on Zillow for $5,800. It just had a price cut of $2,000. And honestly, some of the houses in here, not that bad of houses. In fact, City just planted this nice little sapling here on the tree line. And frankly, you could fix up that house. It needs a furnace and hot water heater and roof and stuff, but you could do it. Honestly, the house I live in didn't look too much worse than that one does now. But that house is legitimately less than $6,000 of an asking price. Why? Is this the best America can do? You watching this and trying to make this some bull race thing? It's not. Where's our jobs? Why can't we live? Why doesn't the government go screw itself and get out of our way?
Yeah, I'm with that.
Stupid handout. Your handouts do nothing but bring this.
Yes.
We want to work.
Yes.
White, black, all of us Americans. And not one of us, regardless of what color, wants to be replaced by stupid H-1B Indian foreign visa workers and bullcrap like that. We know how to work. We're smart. You're Gavin Newsom talking to black people?
I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better
No, you're not.
than you. You know, I'm a 960 SAT guy. And, you know, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, you know, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy, I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech.
maybe the wrong business to be in.
Shut the fuck up, Gavin Newsom. You're a jackass. Never was about race. It was about the Democrats keeping everybody downtrodden so they can rule over them, and the Republicans just selling out to global interests. We're sick of both of you. Let's go find something else. Okay, so if you don't believe me that Toledo was once highly prosperous and a wealthy town, I'll show you something. That is a high school. Can you believe that? That was built in 1913, when this place had jobs and industry. It's been renovated, of course, but that's unbelievable. We don't make anything remotely that nice. Like, this is something that would be amazing in Washington, D.C. And it's in Toledo, Ohio, in the old West End, which is the start of where all the Gilded Age mansions are, typically over this way. But it's by the inner city. But it's by the evolution of American post-industrialized when everything, frankly, goes to hell. It has absolutely jack shit to do with race. It has everything to do with bad leadership. The fact that the entirety of our government goes on 2- and 4-year cycles. They don't care. They don't build things to last eternity. They don't do things for the people. So what are the Republicans doing now? The morons are selling us all out to unregulated AI to destroy all of our lives and take all of our jobs. Vivek Ramaswamy is here to facilitate data centers. They will literally take advantage of us. They don't pay taxes. Tax abatements for 10 to 15 years on data centers. We subsidize the cost of them, so skyrocketing electricity bills. They create almost no jobs. They bring no product here at all. They destroy our fresh water, our aquifers, our rivers, etc. But old Vivek's here to make it sound like we're going to be Silicon Valley. We didn't want to be Silicon Valley. We just wanted to live. We wanted to make something tangible for the world. That's what I wanted to do. Let's keep looking around. I'm tired of the lies. I think it's the parties. Keep in mind, Democrat and Republican Party, they're not federal things. They're private parties. And they both run like mafias. Why do you think Vivek was already answering chirped so much?
We all stroll past the truth in flames. Watch the feed like it's just a game. Change the angle, hide the frame. Truth still truth, don't need a name. Algorithms rinse the scene. Get tagged is too extreme. But every click a quit's clean. From those who fight the machine. Keep it G, yo, get indicted. Tell the truth, get suicided. Take the back, no justice cited. Then pull your card if you even tried. Keep it G, yo, get indicted. Tell the truth, get suicided.
I'm reshooting the end of this video because unfortunately there ended up being music in the background of it, which screwed the YouTube video. But I think it's fair to say that in Toledo, Ohio, there's a lot of awesome little businesses, some of which, for instance, the watch tool store I went to, has been there since 1913 and in the present location since the 70s. Toledo itself actually has awesome culture, and this video and doing it today made me appreciate it and the people more. But it's wildly and insanely corrupt. It was a city that became super wealthy in the late 1800s and early 1900s. And there was nothing but corruption. Mobs, mafias, and later labor unions, which operate the same way. But then again, so do political parties. That's America.
Oh, it's Australia too.
It's just an ebb and flow and change. Who controls politicians at what time? What and how long? Even if the mob is largely gone, well, you got a new one. You have nothing but Democrat politicians that are in bed with all the labor unions. So when you look at a map and see that this city votes nothing but blue, even though the city and life there for the people isn't remotely as good as all of the red counties, you know why. If you want to know why there's no manufacturing here, there you go. So you can embrace the suck, in a matter of speaking, because there are really cool businesses and things all around downtown Toledo. But us dreaming of it ever coming back is just a dream. We're not going to vote our way out of this. We're not. And I'm running for office and saying that. You know, sometimes people, frankly, just think, hey, we should just hang all the politicians. Just hang them all. That's not going to fix it. Because the people that control the behind the scenes won't go away. And all I'm doing is pointing out the shadows on the wall. The allegory of Plato's cave. Everything's fake and gay. See you next time.
Yeah, he builds all that shit. We're gonna go shortly. It'll be a long ass day. Not like a saggy fat lady at Walmart, but I'll be close. Infinitely handsome. Don't worry. I don't get starstruck or I don't fall in love with people's characters that they portray themselves as, personalities. I'm just, like Casey just said, pointing out the shadows on the wall, the allegory of Plato's cave.